alongside Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore. We're glad to be bringing you action and welcoming you to Chicago and the famed Aragon Ballroom for tonight's main event. 10 rounds of heavyweight action. Great atmosphere here tonight. You talk to everybody ringside, and they expect this one to be a barn burner.
And he's in line across the ring. Philadelphia.
Opening round scheduled for 10. That's an impactful right hand by the greatest. The greatest doing well here with that two-punch combination. A headshot blocked. Defense into offense, comes back with the counterpunch.
And that's exactly what he brings to the game. He makes you miss, he makes you pay. And he makes you think twice about throwing a punch later on.
Just ate a big uppercut. He's in bad shape. That is a big right hand. The referee gives him a warning for headbutting. Again to the melon. The Ghost is able to avoid that punch. That's a good block by the greatest. That's a stinging right hand by the Ghost. And you see what he can do when he sends that right to the head. Last 10 seconds. There's another left hand from him. And this round comes to an end. The greatest's got that look. He's got that look like, hey, I know exactly why I had success in that last round. He was able to stun his man, Teddy.
Yeah, you can see that confidence, that body language. Now it's up to an adjustment from his opponent.
What a trap he just set, and he lands a nice counterpunch.
Yeah, that's the old catch with a ghost trick there. You know, you're there one time, you give him a little shade, you know, a little shadow, and then he throws at you, you pull back, bang, come right back with your own.
He scored well upstairs with the right hand. What an excellent two-punch combo by the Ghost. Able to show you the Ghost is in bad shape. And yet another big shot comes in. Unable to survive that shot, he's on the floor. So he is able to get up to his feet after that knockdown, but Teddy, it's what's ahead that's the problem.
Yeah, we're getting a peek right now into his heart, into his soul.
A little head hunting with the right. You can see he's trying to score up top, but off the mark there. Good doubling up of the jab by the greatest. Keeps his hands up defensively, protecting the head. I like that step back right there. Just enough to be out of danger, but still close enough to then land a counterpunch.
Well, that's what happens when you have that kind of experience. You're calm enough to know that range. Know where the beginning of the punch and the end of the punch is.
The Ghost scoring with that right hand. Round comes to an end. The knockdown was scored in that round. So, Teddy, you're working the corner of the guy who was just on the floor. What are you telling him?
You're telling him that if he's been down before, you want to actually use that for positive. I know that sounds crazy, but you say, hey, you've been here before, you've overcome it. You want to remind him that he can get back. And then the most important thing, Joe, is you tell him why he got dropped. So when he goes out there, he's not just scared going into a dark place saying, gee, it's going to happen again. He knows he has control.
The greatest is so dangerous with that accuracy, a two-punch combination landing. That's a momentum changer upstairs. The Ghost coming out to fight this round after being knocked down in the previous round. Teddy, any idea? Do you think he's recouped enough here?
Well, we're going to find out very quickly by looking at his legs. You're going to look downstairs just like you look downstairs in the basement of a house to see whether or not those bricks are in place or whether or not some of the mortar has kind of disappeared and the bricks are a little loose. You want to see if those legs are stable if they're firm.
And that's what fighters do. Pulls the trigger right away after taking one. The greatest is coming through now beautifully. That's the combination punching he wants to put forth. Nothing there on the punch by the Ghost. Dismiss his opponent's shot and then comes back with an uppercut. Final 10 seconds. And we come to the end of the round.
3 or 4 punches at a time, okay? You understand?
This is a fairly competitive, tight fight. The difference being, of course, we did have a knockdown scored as you look at Teddy's scorecard.
And that's what professional boxing is about, putting fannies in the seats. The harder puncher, the guy who's more effective, the guy who puts more hurt on you, gets the round.
The Ghost is the kind of boxer that wants to do just that. Find the target, get the combination working, land both punches. Oh, he took some damage, but he gave some back with the right hand. The greatest is doing a good job tonight on the outside. He's able to score from the outside, keeping a safe distance away from his opponent. Good work on the outside from him.
And that was set up by his inside fighting earlier. A place where, quite honestly, I expected him to be all night long, but now he's getting the privilege. He's getting the luxury of being able to stay outside a little bit.
Not the most accurate uppercut you'll see. Halfway through this round. Nice work with the overhand right. Not much action as he just ties up.
Come on, kid, smoke me!
Right to the head with that right. Oh, he just misses with that headshot. Scores with the combo to the head.
Move your head!
Good right hand. Good work defensively by the greatest. Plus, he landed that counter punch.
Yeah, and he forced him to punch. He made him, he blew it out of him, and then he timed it beautifully.
And the round comes to an end. The greatest, well, he's back in the corner, which is critical in terms of trying to stop the bleeding on that cut. But it's also critical because they need to put forth a new defensive game plan.
Yeah, they have to make sure that they buy some time here and start moving their head, using their legs, tying up a little bit, doing anything to kill the clock and not get caught on that cut anymore.
Really frustrating his opponent now as he's so defensively sound, it doesn't make for an easy target.
No, it doesn't, and it makes for a very frustrating night for his opponent. I see his opponent now If you notice, he's getting a little tentative. He's afraid to let the punches go because when he misses, he's worried he's going to leave it open.
Nice work by the Goat. He was looking for an opportunity. He got it with that counter punch.
Yeah, he stepped to the side. You know, a lot of times you talk about using your jab to set up a shot. He used his legs. Step to the side, got that opportunity.
Able to land the jab. The greatest is combination punching is working well here. Really on the mark with that over-the-top shot with the right hand. And now he's targeting upstairs. He digs in with an uppercut after blocking that shot away. Oh, and now we see some head hunting by the greatest. Well, he missed that right. And you see what he can do when he sends that right to the head. Well, I don't know if he's hip to the idea of becoming a counter-puncher, but I get the sense you'd agree with it.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, he's got the perfect platform, the perfect form for it. The guy's walking in right now, not moving his head much. He can time him, he can counter him.
Final 10 seconds of this 5th round. You see he comes over the top with that right hand, a real solid shot. And that's the end of round 5. The greatest's performance has been consistent tonight. All night long, we've seen the same thing. Scoring to his opponent's head from the outside.
Well, if it's not broke, why fix it, Joe? He's doing exactly what he should be doing. Now it's up to his opponent to change something here.
Oh, a nice 2-punch combo by the greatest. Very nice work to the head. The right hand landed. The Ghost left, working well that time. He tried to nab him up top, but was unable to connect. Good job with another left hand. Counters with a crushing blow to the head. The greatest opponent has to be thinking to himself, how can I get this guy off of him? How can he, Teddy?
Well, the one thing he can do is don't wait until he's on you. It's too late then. As he's coming forward, sidestep him a little bit before it's too late and catch him.
Final 10 seconds of the 6th round. And round 6 comes to an end. The greatest's cleverness has really shown up here tonight. He's been just outsmarting his opponent, hitting these headshots, doing it from range. If this is the turnaround towards the end of this fight, how will it happen?
Well, what he has to do, his opponent has to start timing this jab a little bit. You know, there's 2 ways to take away your opponent's jab with this control range. One is with your own jab, the other is with the right hand. Start chucking right hands over it. Make him a little afraid of using that jab.
He does a nice job with the uppercut. And I think fans, especially fans that like the big shots, lots of offense, they love that power.
Yeah, because, you know, it's something that comes out of nowhere. It has real impact. It has vision value to it. I mean, it gets your attention. All of a sudden it explodes up the middle, and bang, the head comes up, and it gives an opportunity for a little sweat to fly and for other punches to find that chin before it comes back down.
through the 7th round. Look at that combination by the greatest. And that has some bite to it. That right hand by the Ghost. And now he's targeting upstairs. The Ghost proving to be elusive. See how he targets that hook? Goes up top again.
Do that again.
And you see what he can do when he sends that right to the head. The greatest giving his opponent fits right here. His head movement is making for such an elusive target.
Yes, it is. Now the opponent has to make an adjustment. He has to realize that he's finding air more than he's finding any surface up top. So go downstairs to the place that's not moving, down to the body. That'll start to take away some of that head movement.
Now he ties up there.
Keep it going. Go, go.
Well off the mark by the Ghost. The Ghost's landing a combination here. That's what he does when he's at his very best. Good exchange. He fires back. And now he's targeting upstairs. 90 seconds to go, halfway through round 8. Goes up top with the right hand.
That's it. Just like that. Jump on it.
He digs in, trying to bank away body shots with the combo. Gets rid of that effort.
That's what I like to see. Yeah, you work.
Listen, I'm not going to stand here and watch you take those shots. You understand me? Let's see some defense.
Back to action here at the start of this round, which is just part of what has been a very evenly fought fight. One of those fights that's going to be very hard to score. Good, solid shot, returning fire after being hit. And you see what he can do when he sends that right to the head. The Ghost's defense is paying off now. Teddy, I'm starting to wonder, what is the answer for this guy? Can he do anything else in this? Yeah, he throws punches, but he has no accuracy. Can this change mid-fight?
Well, it has to if he wants to win this fight. And how does it change? Well, you know, the problem is these things have to be put in place in the gym. I don't know if you can do it right now, but if you could, you tell him in the corner, hey, tighten up a little bit, you know, shorten up these darn punches.
Back and forth they go, each man getting the best of it. He comes with the straight right hand. The greatest putting forth that hard work he did in training. And bang, and away he goes. And he goes down for a second time. Does he have enough this time to rise up and continue on?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
So he goes down, but able to get up to his feet. Teddy, what should he be thinking about now?
Well, right now, just surviving, but if he survives, then he better figure out why he was put on the floor.
Overhand right can be so effective. Jabbing it straight by the greatest. Look at that. Oh, this is going to be close. He may be able to survive the round, but he has gone down now. 3. So he was knocked down there, but now he's giving you every indication that he's fresh and ready to go back after it.
Yeah, well, I think he's giving that to you because he is, as you said, just a quick knockdown. But right now, what he's got to be careful for is the same mistake again.
Nice block that time. It was intended to the head. Scores well to the head with the right hand. The greatest hitting the mark right now. How precise was he there with it? The Ghost is cracked by a right big shot he just scored with. How about that? He goes from being the victim to handing out the punishment. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's got the heart of a warrior to beat the count again. He did it again there.
What he's going to have to do now is have the smarts of a warrior, have the smarts of a general, and make sure that he ties up a little bit.
See, that's some fine defense right there. I love that block by the greatest. The greatest is really impressing us here, defensively impressing us. I mean, it's so easy to say, wow, look at the punching, look at the power. But Teddy, you got to appreciate what he's doing with defense.
Yeah, well, that's one of the reasons why you could say that you appreciate, the aggression or the power and all these things. He can afford to be aggressive because he doesn't get hit.
Scoring well with that combination by the greatest. He has his target. He lands a straight right. He took a shot, but he gives one of his own. Oh, that's gotta hurt. Can he beat the count? I don't think so here, Teddy.
Now I know where they got that saying, falling like a sack of potatoes.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The Ghost's shaky right now. He survived the knockdown, but I don't know if he can take much more. Little head knocking with that right hand. Did you see that? Can you believe that? What a huge punch. You couldn't have seen that one coming.
I know those are the ones you usually don't prepare for. You prepare for the ones that are more sophisticated, the ones that are a little tighter in the gym. You don't have training for these.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And it's over. This fight is over. The greatest. His corner is already celebrating. His opponent unable to beat the count. So here we are late in the fight, just coasting along, and then that happens.